Welcome back, everyone, to another devotion. I pray that you're doing well, and if you have a need for anything, please contact us at 317-7789. Let us know how we can help you. Today we're going to look at the parable Jesus told about the seed and the various types of soil the seed fell on. The parable is found in Mark 4, 1 through 9. Again, he began to teach by the sea, and a very large crowd gathered around him. So he got into a boat on the sea and sat down, while the whole crowd was by the sea on the shore. He taught them many things in parables, and in his teaching he said to them, "Listen, consider the sower who went out to sow. As he sowed, some seed fell along the path. Birds came and devoured it. Other seed fell on rocky ground where it didn't have much soil, and it grew up quickly since the soil wasn't deep. When the sun came, it was scorched, and since it had no root, it withered away. Other seed fell among thorns, and the thorns came up and choked it, and it didn't produce fruit. Still other seed fell on good ground, and it grew up, producing fruit that increased 30, 60, and 100 times. Then he said, 'Let anyone who has ears to hear listen.'" This is a story that would have been familiar to his hearers, as they were all well acquainted with farmers sowing seed. And in the culture at that time, the farmers did things a little differently than farmers do today. They scattered the seed first and then plowed up the land, so they wouldn't know where rocks were or where thorns may grow. So it isn't that the sower was indifferent or careless in sowing the seed. As for the explanation of this parable, Jesus explains it himself in verses 13 through 20. Then he said to them, "Don't you understand this parable? How then will you understand all other parables? The sower sows the word. Some are like the word sown on the path. When they hear, immediately Satan comes and takes away the word sown in them. And others are like seed sown on rocky ground. When they hear the word, immediately they receive it with joy. But they have no root. They are short-lived. When distress or persecution comes because of the word, they immediately fall away. Others are like seeds sown among thorns. These are the ones who hear the word, but the worries of this age, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desires for other things enter in and choke the word, and it becomes unfruitful. And those, like seeds sown on good ground, hear the word, welcome it, and produce fruit 30, 60, and 100 times what was sown." From this explanation, we can see that the sower is sowing the word of God. So the sower is anyone who spreads the gospel, and that could even be you, as you tell others the good news of Jesus Christ. But we should note here that you don't have to use words to spread the gospel. Everything you do should reflect the gospel message. As the old saying goes, you may be the only Bible someone ever sees. And also, actions speak louder than words. So if you're a child of God, you need to act like it. Now notice that the same seed fell on these different soils, yet had different results. The different results were not caused by either the sower nor the seed. The different results were caused by the types of soil that the seed fell on. The different types of soils represent different types of people who hear the word. So we should not be surprised when our testimony or our spreading the good news has different results as different people hear it. That's not our concern. Our concern is to bear true witness of the good news and spread it wherever we go. Since we cannot tell with certainty what type of soil our seed will land on, we spread it everywhere. That is our responsibility. God is responsible for what happens after the seed is spread. As Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians 3, 6 and 7, "I planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the growth. So then neither the one who plants nor the one who waters is anything, but only God who gives the growth." So whether you're planting or watering, which we don't know for sure which one we are doing, God is the one who determines if the seed will grow and produce fruit or not. Some of the seed fell on the path, and some people are like the ground on the pathway. This was hard ground because people walked on it all the time and beat it down into a path or road. People like this are hard to the Word of God, and they allow no room for the seed of the Word in their lives. It never enters. Then Satan comes immediately and takes away the Word that was sown in their hearts. It's important for us to know that Satan doesn't want the Word of God to take root in a person's heart. Like a bird swooping down and snatching the seed, he wants to remove the seed of the Word from the soil of the person's heart. This is Satan's preferred result. He wants to keep the Word from ever having a place in a person's life so that they will never be fruitful to God. Warren Wiersbe says, hard hearts must be plowed up before they can receive the seed, and this can be a painful experience. And I'm sure some of us can testify to the pain involved in having our hearts plowed up to make suitable soil for the Word of God to flourish. Well, that's enough for today. We'll pick this up in the next devotional. Until then, may God bless you as you spread the good news of Jesus Christ. Thanks for watching.